What up, everybody? We are back for the second take of AMX. We're doing the Pro 2 Lights, their premiere series. Now, as we got Luke out in front with the fastest time in practice. He has been dominating this series as we're going into the next race. He's got quite the lead here. Let's go ahead and pull up the driver's standings right before we get into the heat races here. If I can figure out right there, it is. He is way out front, 26 points over second place, Mr. Consistency, Nick Nowak. Then you have Anthony in the third spot, Tyler Vandenbush in fourth. He is 40 points out. Then it's a big jump down to J-Pow, who is 60 points out of the lead. You can see where the rest of everybody else stands. We are done with practice as we get ready to do the just a trim lawn service Pro 2 Lights here tonight, as we are going to go racing here at Crandon Short once again. Let's go ahead and figure out where we're at. We're going to go ahead and do the chopper. Oops, I clicked the right one. There they are. Now they're coming out on the grid. We're going to click the chopper as they come out on the grid for tonight's race. You can see we got Keaton starting in the number one slot, Nathan starting in second, Lance starting in third, and Luke starting in fourth, Tanner in fifth, Gary Green in sixth, and Nick Nowak in that seventh position as they line up getting ready to go racing here. Everybody on the grid. Let's pick Luke for the start as he's in the middle, about to go green. Green flag, green, as Lance was sleeping on the start there. But look at who's getting a bell. Oh, we got contact as these guys are bouncing off each other. It looks like we are going to get the 21 of Keaton out to on point, but Gary Green's going to battle him side by side as they go down into the turns. All bunched up, everybody's still all together. This is anybody's race. As we see Luke get a little washed out there, get up into Nathan as they go down into Cowboy Corner. Gary Green on the point as he's got Keaton, Nick, Luke, and Nathan chasing. Oh, Keaton almost lands in the bed of that green machine. Oh, there he goes. Keaton just goes flipping side over side. What a flip out of him. We're going to go back up to the front. Let's go ahead and pull it down to TV3 as Gary's running out there all by himself, pulling out a 2.3 second gap as Tanner and Luke are in chase right now. Luke trying to get up to that second position as these guys look fast around him. They're not making him look as fast as he normally does, as everybody's kind of keeping pace as they go down into Cowboy Corner. Luke sends it. That thing just hooked up. He lays on the door of Tanner as they're going to drag race down the straightaway and fall back in line. Down into the final corner. Oh, here comes Luke up underneath Tanner. Can't quite get it as they cross the start-finish line. 2 laps complete. We are halfway through. 2 more laps in heat race number 1. Gary Green way out in the front in his own zip code, about 3 seconds, as Tanner and Luke are racing it out for that second position. Down into Cowboy Corner, Luke's been setting it in there every time Tanner tries to set it in. Kind of puts a block on Luke, prevents Luke from being able to do much of anything. Luke lost a little bit of ground, but he's going to gain a lot of it back here. They're going to go into the corner side by side as they got the white flag this time by. 1 more lap for Gary Green and crew as they all follow in suit. Here comes Luke up underneath the 014 at Tanner. They're going to bash doors going through the corner here. Luke in the position. He's going to go ahead and take the second spot more than likely, and he does. Tanner had no choice but to fall in line as Nick is right on their heels. Gary Green around Cowboy Corner Will Tanner try and dive it in? No. Everybody just kind of follows in line as we watch Gary over the jump through the final corner, and he's going to cross the start finish line victorious in heat race number 1. Luke in second, Tanner in third, Nick in fourth, Nathan in fifth. Lance is going to cross the line. Oh, shoot. It told me 1 lap to go last time. Sorry, guys. Wow, that's bad. All right, so my ticker was off. As Gary Green is going through Cowboy Corner, he's going to win it this time. As Luke's got a nice little lead over second and third. Man, I totally blew that. Nick trying to get around Tanner. He's going to try and get that third spot. But Tanner might be in position going into the final corner. Side by side. Tanner gets a nice... Oh, he binds up. They get together. It's going to be Nick taking the third spot. Wow, I can't believe I messed that up that bad. Guess it happens. Because that's the end of heat race number 1, guys. All right, let's go ahead and look at heat race number 2 as they're going to get lined up. Go to the chopper as they're gridding up. We got Cody in the number 1 spot, Anthony in the number 2 spot, Chris in third, Clint in fourth, Taylor in fifth as they get off the starting line. Also even. Sorry, Chris bringing up the rear, but man, they're all close together. We had Chris and Clint side by side as it was 3 wide going in there. Anthony on point, Taylor in second as these guys are going to battle it out. Oh, Clint just took a big hit. Big hit from Clint there. As we go back to the lead, Taylor trying to get up underneath Anthony. Down through Cowboy Corner. Side by side, they touch. Down into the final corner, Anthony's going to be in the position. And he's going to go ahead and lead this one. Taylor trying to dig in on second as Chris is sitting there in third. Chris had a rough start, but I'll tell you. Oh, no, Taylor ends up on his roof. He's turtled. Caught the inside wall. Oh, and just rolled over. I know he's got to be mad at himself now as Anthony is way out front all by himself. Chris back there. Well, I guess he's not way out front, but Chris in second, inheriting it after Taylor gets up on his roof. Cody in third, Clint in fourth. Taylor had the tow. Anthony should have a fairly easy ride as he's gapping second place. Chris, as Anthony actually blinked there. I haven't seen that happen before with him. Chris in second. Cody with a solid third place here. Clint way back as he had issues. As we should be getting 1 to go this time by. But who knows? I was wrong last time. Hopefully I'm not wrong again. As he dives it into the last corner. Oh, he gets the wall. But he's going to get the white flag. One more lap for Anthony and Chris as they run down the straightaway. Oh, don't be climbing that wall, Chris. Cody hoping somebody makes a mistake so he can get another opportunity. As Clint's knocked the quarter panels off that thing. Anthony's going to drive it down into the final corner. And he's going to take the pick. No, it did it to me again. I don't know why it did it again. Anthony in the lead. 1 lap to go. Chris in second. Cody in third. I don't know why it's wrong on my thing. It tells me white flag, but it's not. As you guys see in the... You guys see the same thing I do. All right, Anthony now this time is going to take Cowboy Corner for the last time. As Chris is really trying to dig in on him. But he loses a ton there as Anthony over the final jump through the last corner, and he's going to take the checkered flag in heat race number 2. Chris is going to come home second. Cody going to bring it home third. Clint in fourth, and Taylor will be fifth in this one. Good win, Anthony. All right, so that is it for the heats here tonight. As we are going to get a little bit of a warm-up here. Now, remember, this group, this group, they do a little warm-up here, and then we go to the feature. Gary Green's out there. Let's go find somebody to follow around. As we got a whole bunch of people pulling out of pit road. All right, we're going to let these guys warm up, and I will be right back. All right, we are about to start this one. I just got to wait for somebody to grid up as they are gridding up pretty quick for me. We go to the chopper view as we got Gary Green starting in that number 1 position. Anthony will be starting in second. Luke in the 3rd position. Chris in 4th. Nick starting in that 5th position in the 145. And Cody with a K in that pink and white number 4. Tanner in the 014 will be starting in the 7th position. Clint in 8th. Nathan Matoxin in 9th. And Taylor Vandenbush in that number 89, starting in that 10th spot. Then we got me clicking on the wrong button. Got Keaton starting in the 13th spot, and Lance will be starting in the 11th. All right, everybody but Lance is lined up as they should. There he is. Put somebody in the middle here. We're on. Oh man, Chris blew the start. Went way too early as these guys jumped down through the grass down into the first little kink. Let's see how it fountains out, as it looks like Gary Green will be on point as they're 4 wide for second. Oh, there's contact as Cody gets. Oh, Anthony went flying off the track into pit road. Man, that's a tough one for Anthony to start out this one out, as Gary Green on point. Luke up to the 2nd spot. Tanner in 3rd. Nathan in 4th. Clint in 5th. Nick Nowak in that 6th position. Man, what a tough one for Anthony, as he had to overcome adversity and the street stocks earlier. So, I mean, he's going to have to do it again tonight, but he's still on pit road. He's probably going to go a lap down here. He's going to have to get that waiver on when we take the break. As Gary Green out front, can he drive away from Luke? As Luke has been the fastest one week in and week out of the series. But can Gary Green outrun him, as there was a wall there? Gary Green got into the wall as he's got pressure from Luke. As they're going to come around, and I don't even want to guess what lap they're on, as my ticker definitely hasn't been right for the Pro 2s. Gary Green still on point. Luke in 2nd. Tanner in that 3rd spot. Nathan running good in 4th. Nick Nowak in that 5th. Nick Nowak, Mr. Consistency this year. Can he get up there, or this season, can he get up there and get himself another podium? Meanwhile, we got Chris in that number 36. He got a jump on the start. Definitely a big penalty for him, as he is way back farther in the field than he expected to be. Gary Green still on point with Luke in chase. Every one of these laps count as points for these guys. They want to lead as many laps as possible, as Gary Green's going to put down yet another lap for himself right there. My ticker keeps going between 3 and 4. It's confused. Oh, it's confused on who's even leading. All right. Back on point. Anthony back on the track. Putting some laps down. Hoping to get that lap back. I think he's down 1 lap. As it's showing him in the lead for some reason. Let me see if I can go refresh that. Go ahead and refresh those overlays. As Gary Green in the lead, Luke in 2nd, Tanner in 3rd. Nathan battling it out with Nowak for that 4th position as they touch coming across the line. Nick gets a little... What's that? Nick gets a little squirrely from that contact. As Gary Green in the lead. That's awesome. Luke in 2nd. Tanner in 3rd. Nick Nowak sitting in that 4th position. Nathan down to 5th, as he's got Chris on the hunt to get that 5th position. Taylor battling it out back here as Clint's going to get around and put the brakes on for that 7th position. Here comes Taylor back on the inside as they go down into turn 1. Oh, Clint got the inside wall, goes up into Taylor. They're going to lose a ton of ground, and here comes Keaton in the 22, or 21. He had some bad luck as he got flipped in his heat race. He's trying to get up underneath Taylor. Gary Green still out front. Luke not able to do anything with him as everybody else in chase mode, as it looks like Nick is closing in on the 014 to Tanner. We go back to this battle here as Chris is getting close to the Toxin. Clint has that 7th spot. Taylor in 3rd. Keaton, or Taylor in 3rd. Taylor in 8th. Keaton in 9th. Oh, here comes the battle for 5th as Chris has found the number 19 in Nathan. Side by side, battling it out. 36, and Chris is going to get right around him. Oh, he slaps the wall. Somehow keeps the position as they run down into Cowboy Corner. Meanwhile, the lead race is picking up as Luke just started to put some pressure on Gary, but he loses ground coming out the corner. Gary down into the final corner, coming across the line as Luke's going to come across to the 2nd. Tanner in 3rd. Nick Nowak in 4th. Chris has got his sights set on Nick Nowak now as he's made it to the 5th position. Can he catch those guys before the break? Oh, no, we're going to get the break here on this next lap, I believe. As these guys have one heck of a battle on their hands. We're going to go back up to Gary Green. As Gary's going to go through Cowboy Corner, he should get the break this time by. Up over the jump through the final corner. It's going to be Gary Green at the line. This time by to the break. Luke's going to bring it in 2nd. Tanner in 3rd. Nick Nowak in 4th. Chris in 5th. Nathan in 6th. Clint in that 7th position. Keaton in 8th. Lance in 9th. Anthony in 10th. Taylor in 11th. Taylor must have had an issue I didn't notice. And here comes Cody. Oh, there must have been an issue with Taylor and Cody. Not really sure, but we're going to go ahead and get up here. Let's see who's in the Discord. Let's bring in the Dirty Plum. Chris James in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, what's going on?
Helps if I turn on my headset. You got a copy, bud?
I do, yes, yep.
And they got you battling that Dirty Plum up through the field. You got a little bit of a jump on the start there. Had to take the penalty.
I gotta turn you up here.
Oh, you're about to go green. I said you
I
got
can hear
that. You got that penalty earlier. You had to let the field pass on that start, but you've been battling it up. You're in a good spot right now. You feel like you got an opportunity for a good podium finish here?
You know, I'm just trying not to screw things up even more. But if we can get around the podium, that'd be great.
Well, I'm going to jump you up in the room. I know you just went green flag, but thanks for coming in.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, we're going to move him back into his room as Gary Green takes the green flag. Luke in 2nd. Can Luke do anything with the green machine there? As Gary Green has been a machine here tonight, leading every lap, I think, in every race he's been in so far in the Pro 2 lights. Gary Green off to the races with Luke in his mirror. Tanner's going to be in 3rd. Nick Nowak in 4th. Chris in that Dirty Plum. Going to try and throw it inside the podium here. Does it? I thought he was going to run into Nick Nowak for a second there, but he backs off. Nathan has a whole bunch of pressure behind him as Keaton gets the spot. Going into the final corner, there's contact as Keaton just takes it away from Nathan. Up to the 6th position. Can Keaton make up any ground? Anthony, he's got to put a lot of work in as he had that mix up early on. How many spots can he make up? Can he get into the top 5? We're going to find out here soon. Meanwhile, the battle up at the front. Luke's still on the heels of Gary Green. But that green machine has been on fire here tonight. Can he keep it rolling? Down in through Cowboy Corner. Luke all over his heels. Gary's going to try and pull him coming off the corner. Been so much better here, but it looks like Luke might have figured something out as he's able to stay with him this time as they come across the start-finish line after the final corner. Gary Green, here comes Luke looking for a spot as he's all over the back bumper of Gary Green. He is all up in him. He's just not in the bed of the truck. That's about all he's leaving on the table there. As he looks to the outside, Gary Green's going to hang it down low. He's going to protect that bottom side as they come through this long sweeping straight, I call it, down into Cowboy Corner. Gary Green's going to protect the bottom side. Luke tries to take it up high. Luke's going to get the drag off the turn. He's going to try and pull up next to him as he gets himself in position on the outside. Gary Green dives it in and keeps it low, blocks Luke from being able to do anything. Down into the first corner. Luke all over the back bumper of that number 920. The green machine out front leading every lap here tonight. Will Luke do the bump and run if it comes down to it? We're going to find out as it is getting down to the end of this one. This battle for first. Gary Green holding strong as Luke is going to try and get position going into the Cowboy Corner. They're going to dive it down. Gary goes wide. Luke's going to try and take it. Oh, Gary blinked. That was weird. That's going to... Or not Gary, Luke blinked. That's going to give Gary the lead back as they come in through the final corner. Put himself in position. Had some internet connection issue. Man, that's going to be devastating as he had all but taken the lead. Gary Green trying to protect that lead in the 920 green machine. Down through these fast corners, heading into Cowboy Corner. The sharp left hairpin. Gary's going to stuff it down to the inside. Luke can't do anything with it. He's got to stay until. Look at that, Mr. Consistency. Nick Nowak up to the third position, trying to pull in on these guys. As these two are nose to tail, what a race we got for the lead. Gary Green's going to dive it down in by the powdered donuts. He's trying not to eat one as Luke is all over his back bumper. Luke doing everything he can, working the back of that 920. Still nothing. If he can get himself in position here, down into Cowboy Corner again, let's see what happens. Gary Green able to protect. Luke tries to go high. Gary's going to swing out. They're going to drag race coming out the corner. Luke gains a little ground as he's going to bump draft him up over the jump. Down into the final corner. Luke trying to put himself in position. Gary Green's going to hold it down low. Protect. It's telling me this is the last lap. I don't know if it's right or not, but we're going to call it. Oh, contact as Luke gives Gary a little push. Gary's going to shut the door as this is what it's all come down to. Gary Green in the lead, dominant tonight. Luke all over his back bumper. Down through the sweeping left-handers, heading to Cowboy Corner. Luke losing ground. Nothing he can do at this point. He's going to send it in. How close can he get as they're going to drag race? Little touch there. Up over the jump. Can Luke do anything going into the final corner? Gary's going to shove it down. Luke, he's not close enough. It's going to be Gary Green across the line for the victory. Dominant today. Luke in second. Nick Nowak in third. Keaton in fourth. Tanner in fifth. Chris in sixth. Taylor in that seventh position. Clint McFadden in eighth. Nathan Metoxen going to bring it home ninth. Anthony had a rough night. Lance, Cody, Man, what a rough night for those guys. But here is where it all matters, as we got our top three. Man, barely got it. Just barely. All right, let's go ahead and bring in Nick. Go into the Discord. Where are you, Nick? Mr. Consistency, yet another podium finish for you here tonight. You knew I was going to say that. Man,
Yeah.
man, what a race. What a race. You were able to work your way up through the field, get to that podium. I mean, you got to feel good. You've been nothing but consistent.
Beyond happy right now to finish top 3 in this. First things first, my apologies to Keaton Swain if he watches. When I got into the heat race, I just went in too hard, too fast, and I expected him up to be a little higher. That is 100% my bad. My apologies. But yeah, it was a rough start. I got about mid pack, and if you can pick your way through turn 1 and 2 and not get taken out too bad, you got a chance.
Yeah, definitely had a couple checkups early on, as that basically took Anthony out of it early. But you come home podium, should be securing your second position in points pretty easily here. Man, you got any friends, family, sponsors you want to thank for tonight?
Absolutely. First and foremost, thank you for broadcasting this. We appreciate it. You do an awesome job. BGM Racing, Just a Trim Lawn Service, Powers Custom Cups, and of course my real life sponsor, K&R Auto Body.
Well, thanks for coming out and putting on one heck of a show. And
Yep, I appreciate it.
I'm going to go ahead and be confused and talk to Luke in second place.
All right, take care. Have a good night, James.
All right, buddy.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, I guess I don't have to boot him out. Let's go ahead and pull in Luke. Luke, James in the booth, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm so confused. I'm not talking to the winner, but I'm talking to Luke. Man, you got second place. You tried to work Gary there. He just seemed to run so good. It looked like you had internet connection issue, which took your lead that you had fought for away from you. But man, you had a good number 77 here tonight. What did you think about tonight's racing?
I had a fun race overall. Didn't even know I had connection issues, but guess got to work on that. But I had a fast truck, not really in the beginning. Heat race, I had to work for it after a bad start, and then kind of had to work for it in the main at the start. But just tried to put in consistent laps, and was definitely putting the pressure on Gary, but he never really budged. So I'll take a second any day.
Yeah, he had that green machine rolling tonight, man. Any friends, family, sponsors you want to thank for tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank Ultra Wheels, Reaper Speed Lab, Rigid Industries, Geyser Bros, Impact, Desert Squadron, HJC, Luke Knupp Racing, Dimeback Materials, everyone else. Thank you.
All right, brother. Well, good run here tonight, and I'm sure I'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.
All right, let's pull in the winner. Gary Green driving that 920 green machine, man. You were dominant tonight. It didn't matter if it was the feature or the heat, man. You had that thing wheeling.
Yeah, truck was running pretty good tonight. Had a really good setup in it, and you know, I was able to get out kind of quick during the heat. Keaton had a little bit of a mistake, so I was able to get out early and make a little bit of a gap, put a little gap in there. I mean, the feature was a little bit different. I was able to start pole and come out turn 1 good and clean. But Luke didn't waste any time getting on my bumper, and I mean, he was right there pretty much the whole race.
Yeah, he put a lot of pressure on you. Did he have you? He must have had you sweating.
Yeah, I mean, no, the only thing I probably had going for me with Luke was that we were in chat together, so we were able to kind of talk back and forth to one another while we were running.
Now, on my screen, he did. Did he blink on your screen when he went for the pass?
No, he was clear on mine.
All right, it might have just been something on my end, or the fact that I was spectating. I might have missed a ping or something. But man, That was one heck of a battle between you guys. Any friends, family, sponsors you want to thank for tonight?
Yeah, first I'd like to thank my wife for letting me come down here and play around with everybody. I'd like to thank the guys at Legion and Factory Sim Sport, Backtown Productions, and everybody at Team Green.
Well, go enjoy this victory. You beat Luke, who has been dominant this year, so that's got to feel good. And that thing was fast, man. Go enjoy the victory and celebrate.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
You too. All right, Gary Green with the victory here tonight. Now I can bring that stuff back up. Hold on, let me get back to it. Let's go ahead and bring up the results. We got Gary Green with the win, dominant here tonight. Luke in second, Nick in third, Keaton in fourth, Tanner in that fifth position, Chris Plumley in sixth, Taylor Vandenbush in seventh, Clint in eighth, Nathan Metoxen in ninth, Anthony, I know, with a much disappointed 10th position, Lance in 11th, Cody in the 12th spot, and that will be our field for the night. Guys, until next time, be safe.